To be honest, even the Chinese themselves don't fully know how powerful their military really is. If you look at global rankings, it's commonly believed that the United States is ranked first, Russia second, and China third. But after the outbreak of the Russia-Ukraine war, the whole world realized that Russia didn't belong in that list anymore, and that China is actually the second most powerful military in the world. Then came the events of 2025, where Houthi rebels clashed with the United States. This has led many to question whether the US can still be considered the #1 military power in terms of technology. If we judge purely by the number of weapons and global presence, including over 800 military bases around the world, then yes, the US is still first. But today's wars are no longer just about numbers. They are wars of science and technology, and in this realm, China is pulling ahead. Even though the US military is still strong overall, when it comes to advanced weapons, America is falling behind China. This isn't just a proud statement, it's reality. Let's explore what China has already built that surpasses the United States. Take hypersonic missiles. The US is still in the development phase, but China's hypersonic missiles are already operational. Their flight path is so unpredictable that no air defense system in the world can stop them. The US has announced a 6th-generation fighter jet, the F-47, but it's still in the R&D phase. China? China has already completed successful test flights of 2 different 6th-generation aircraft. Some may wonder, is 6th gen really that advanced? The answer is yes. China's new jets outperform American ones in speed, stealth, payload, and, most critically, AI and radar systems. China's 6th-gen fighters can dominate even the latest 5th-gen F-35. We live in an era where the first strike in air combat can decide the war. Whoever detects and attacks first wins the sky. Just look at the recent India-Pakistan conflict. India ranks 4th in the world militarily, with far more weapons and equipment than Pakistan. Yet, India lost the fighter jet battle, because performance, not numbers, matters. And even though the US is still ranked first when it comes to modern weapon performance, China is already leading in several key areas. Take drones. China's combat drones are some of the deadliest in the world. The US was shocked to discover how capable they are. Drones are cheap, avoid casualties, and are very hard to intercept, yet they can destroy extremely valuable enemy targets. Consider the Loong drone. It flies at Mach 8 and can reach altitudes of 50,000 meters, challenging US air defenses. Or China's windswarm drones, which can launch saturation attacks. One launcher fires 188 suicide drones that overwhelm and break through US defenses, striking key targets with precision. And then there are China's most terrifying weapons, the Dongfeng missiles. Take the Dongfeng 21D, it carries a 500 plus kilograms warhead, flies at Mach 10, 300-400 meters per second, and is designed to destroy US aircraft carriers. It can pierce through 3 ship decks. Its honeycomb submunitions explode internally, destroying command centers, ammo storage, and even reactors. According to the US Department of Defense, just 3 DF-21D missiles could disable a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier for 3 years. That's why in 2016, during tensions in the South China Sea, the DF-21D forced a US ship to retreat. And it doesn't stop there. The Dongfeng 26 and Dongfeng 27 are even more powerful. If the US still wants to send its navy into the South China Sea, it must now ask, can its ships survive a Chinese missile attack? Many skeptics claim that Chinese weapons have never been battle-tested, so they doubt their effectiveness. But ask yourself this, if China didn't have real power, would the United States have allowed China to rise so quickly without confrontation? If China were truly weak, America would have already attacked. The reason the US stays silent is because it knows China has the ability to fight back. To put it simply, China is no longer the country with outdated and weak weapons. It now stands with cutting-edge systems that are changing the global military balance. The US is no longer certain it can defeat China. And while China may not officially race to become the world's #1 power, its modern weapons powered by Chinese innovation are